Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In the previous video, we have completed manage user and user list part of this project. If you have not seen that video, just go to the description and check out the link. In this video, we are going to work on home page. So let us start with that. Let's go to the VS Code, and over here we have to go to the shared folder, and inside this one we have services. So right click on this folder and click on open integrated terminal. Then we have to generate a watch list. So ng generate service, and which is watch list service, and then press enter. So it will create a service for us, and here you can see watch list service. Get inside this one. Let's delete this one, and over here private API URL, then environment dot API URL, and then path watch list. So this watch list is basically used on the both home page as well as in the my favorites page. So that's why we have to write the code related to this now. Watch list, and here page and number. You can also put the default values for this: size, number, 10, and search question mark dot string. And after that, here let params new http parameters params, and then we have to set and the page comma page. Then we have to set for the size, so size comma size. And after that, if search value exists, so in that case we also need to add, so params here and params dot set, then we have search, and then we have to pass the search field over here. And then after this one, return this dot http. Okay, we also need to create a constructor. So here constructor and private http and http client, and then closes. And this dot http dot get method, and this dot API URL we have to pass, and then we have to pass the params in the curly bracket, and then put semicolon. After this one, the API is to add to watch list. So watch list here, and then we have to pass the video ID number. It could be number or it could be a string type, and then return this dot http dot post API, and this dot API URL, and then plus slash, and then we have to pass the video ID, and then comma, and then we have to pass the body. So I'm just passing the blank body. We are not going to pass anything else. Then we have options to remove from watch list, and here we are also expecting video ID, and it could be of both type. And over here the return this dot http dot delete API, and this dot API URL, and then plus slash, and then plus video ID, and then save this. So our watch services is also ready. Now we have to go to the home TS file. So inside the user folder, earlier we have created this home, right? So you have to go to the home.ts file. Inside this one we have all the logics related to this. You have to write. Okay, so all videos and of any type, then filtered videos any semicolon, then loading is equals to true, and then loading more is equals to false by default, and then error false, and search query it could be of a string type, and over here, and then we have featured videos. So basically the slider we are showing it, right? So for that we have to create few variables. So featured videos of any type, and this, and here equals, and like this, and current slide index is 0, and featured loading is equals to true by default. And then we have to write the logic which is used in the infinite scrolling. So current page is equals to 0, and then page size is equals to 10, and total elements is equals to 0, and total pages is equals to 0, and hash more videos is also true. And then we have to write like few of search debouncing. For that we have to add, so private search subject, and then new subject, this one we need to import, and then string, and then close this one. Okay, two times we have write private, remove once, and this subject is we have to import it from, I think I have already added it. So it is from, let me scroll up, from here we have to import this one, and after that we have to import one few more things. Okay, not in this one constructor we have to import. So here just initialize some variables. So interval of any type, and then private saved scroll position of type number is equals to 0, and then constructor, then private video service, and here video service we need to import. Let me close this curly bracket so that error should gone, and then we have private watch list service, and here watch list service, and private notification and notification service, and then public utility service, so utility service. Here also we can write the utility service over here, u should be small, and public media service, and media service we need to import, and then private dialog service and dialog service we need to import, and then we have to implement on init. So here just add implements on init, this one, and after that here we also need to add ng on init, and in this one we have to create few methods. So first method that we have to call, which is to load featured video, so load featured videos, and this is the method we have to call, and then we have load videos we have to call. So let me add that method also. So load videos, and then we also need to initialize search debounce. So here also we are going to create a method. So let me create that method just after over here. Lies search debounce, or and it's not going to return anything, so just make it as void. Okay, void over here, and inside this one we are going to call this all methods. So this dot loading feature videos, and this dot load videos, and then this dot initialize debounce, and then we have to write the ng destroy. So ng, okay, here we also need to import, so let's put a comma over here and then write destroy, and on destroy this one we have to add, and over here then we'll get options, so ng destroy, and then this dot search subject dot complete, and then we also need to call a stop slider method. So whenever we destroy, right, so a stop slider method, and here we have to call that method. So this dot stop slider method, and close this. And after that we have to write the code related to initializing search debouncing, and it should be like 500 millisecond delay. So let's say user entered characters, right, so there will be a delay on it. So let's say user write character A, after that it will wait for 5 seconds, then only it will call the API. So it's like that, so that if multiple text you write, right, characters, in that case it will not gonna call the API for each characters. So for that we have this, so this dot search subject dot pipe, and inside this one debounce time is 500 comma, and distinct until changed, this is one, and outside of this one here we have to click subscribe, and then parenthesis arrow, and then we have to write, okay, so then here we have to call a method which is perform search method, and so this one we have to create one method here which will be a private type method. So just write a private perform search, and so whenever it's going to be typed by the user, after that we are going to call that method, and then we are going to pass over here, we have to add also that method. So this dot perform search over here, and save this. Now after this initialize search debounce, we have to add one more method, not method, okay, this one, let's write the logic related to this, so to get the random featured videos, right, so this dot featured loading is set to true, and here we have to write this dot video service dot get featured videos dot subscribe, and then curly and next, and then videos or response, I'm just going with the videos for now, and this dot featured, not loading, it should be featured videos, then we have to pass videos, this dot featured loading we have to set as false, and if we have to check if this dot featured videos is dot length is greater than 1, then only we are going to call this dot start, okay, we have to create that method, so start slider. So let me just, after this one method we are going to create a method which is start slider, and it can be a private method, so I'm just going to write a private, and so start slider, and close this. Otherwise it will not going to do anything if which is length is less than 1 or equal to, because we don't have to slide, we have to just show that particular one. Let's write the logic related to error, so error, and over here we have to write error, then curly brackets, and here like this dot featured video features loading is false, and false over here, and also I think we have to import one more which is private error handler service, so error handler service, this one we need to call, and over here we are going to use this one, this dot error handler service dot handle, and in this one we have to pass the whatever the error, and then we have to pass the error message, which is error loading featured videos. So this is the error we are going to show to the user if any error occur while loading this one. And after that we have to write the logic related to this start and stop. So let me move this method uh, before this search and all, because first we are going to write all the logics related to this feature videos. After that we are going to write anything else. So here make it as private, and also we have to write few more methods, so which is next slide. So let's write the logic related to that. And if this dot featured videos dot length is greater than 0, and this dot current slide index is equals to this dot current slide index plus 1, and then percent this dot featured videos dot length, and put semicolon, and then we have to go related to previous slide. So previous slide, and logic will be remain same, just we need to change one variable, not variable here, just need to change this to minus instead of okay. So it looks like there is something okay, this one should be changed to featured. Basically here we have to write featured videos, not that load featured videos, so just change it over here. And this one also need to replace, so featured videos dot length, and this dot current side -1, and then plus here we have to add, and this dot featured uh, videos dot length. And let me format this one. After this we have to write the logic inside this is start one, so click on with the start, and this dot slider interval, this one, and then we have to set interval. So set interval like this one. I think, I'm not sure that we have to import this one. No, we don't need to import anything, so get back over here, and then parenthesis 2 times, and outside of 1 we have to write like arrow, and then we have over here this dot next slide, and put semicolon, and after this curly bracket, right, and before the parenthesis put comma and put 500,000. So it's like 500 seconds, so every 500 seconds it will be changed, right? So that the logic we have added it, and then when we stop, right, this dot slider interval inside this one, clear interval, this one, and this dot slider interval we have to call this, so it will clear it. And then we have to write the logics to go to the slide, so click on it. Okay, we don't have that method, so let's create that method over here. So go to slide, and then we have index, which will be user is gonna click on it, and then this dot current slide index is equals to index over here, and this dot stop slider, and if this dot featured videos dot length is 1 greater than 1, then this dot start slider again, and those sliding logic is also completed. And then we have to write get current videos, right? So current features video, so for that we have to add a method get current feature video, and here return this dot featured videos and this dot current slide index, and then or it going to return null. And after this, we have to write the logic which is related to the pagination. Whenever we scroll to the bottom, then the API call will be there. So let's go to the user list and user list.ts. Scroll down, and after that, here you can see, right, this is scroll part. So just copy paste this complete one and get back to the home.ts file and paste it over here. And let me format this. Let's import this one first. So window host listener, and then we have this hash more videos. This one we have to call, and we also need to create a method over here. I think we don't have that for now. So here we have to create a method which is load more videos, and and here we have to call the load more videos method. You can see it is gone, and this one is ready for use. Now we have to write the logics related to load videos. So get inside this particular method, and here this dot error is equals to false, and this dot current page is equals to 0, and this dot all videos is set to blank, and this dot filtered videos is equals to, and then const search, and this dot search query dot trim, and then undefined we are going to pass, and const is searching equal and not, then search, so it will return the false. Okay, searching, and after that, here this dot loading should be set to true, and then this dot video services dot get all published paginated, this one video which is paginated, and then we have to pass the page, this dot page size, and comma, then search, and then subscribe to this, and inside over here next, then response any type, and over here this dot all videos is equals to response dot content, and this dot filtered videos and response dot content. After that, this dot current page is equals to response dot number, and this dot total elements, and then response dot total elements, and then this dot total pages, and this response dot total pages over here, and after that this dot hash more videos, and this dot current page is less than this dot total pages minus 1, and after that, here if we also need to make sure, like whenever we search, right, after that it should scroll to the top, so that's why we are writing this code. So this dot if search, this dot save scroll position is 0 greater than 0, then set timeout, and we have to scroll to the top of the page, and over here after that, like this, and then close curly bracket, and then window dot scroll to, and then parenthesis curly bracket, and then we have top, and this dot save scroll position, we have to scroll, and behavior will be auto, and after that close this one over here, we already closed this, and then this dot save scroll position is equals to 0, and after that, here over this one, here we have to just add 0 and put semicolon over here and just format this. And inside this one, load videos and loads. Okay, so here we have a small change we have to do it. So here the page, and here we have to pass the number, and the by default the number should be, we have set as 0, so just write like this so there will be no error. And here the page we have to pass it, right? So just make that change. Page size we have 2 times we have written over here, that need to be fixed. And after this if condition, after that we have this if condition. This is the one related to next. Then we have to add the error, right? So to handle the error, so error and error, and then console.log or console.error. We can also do that, console error. Actually we already have in the HTML part, there's a error page or handler is already there, so that's why I'm not showing user with the notification. So just like this, for we are showing in the console log, and then we have error set to true, and this dot loading is false, and this dot save scroll positions to 0. And let's scroll to the bottom. We don't have any error as of now. So this is related to the load videos part. Now scroll to the load mode videos, and over here press enter. If this dot loading more or not this dot hash more videos, then we are going to return. Or this dot loading more is equals to true. Scroll down, and const next page, and this dot current page plus 1, and const search, and this dot search query dot trim or undefined. So basically whenever we scroll to the bottom, after that this method will be called, and we'll check, okay, the page, next page, and we'll add the current page plus 1, and we're going to get the next page, and then the search query we are going to get the values. And then we have this dot video service, then we have to call the get paginated videos one, and here we have to pass next page and this dot page size, and then search if we have any, and then subscribe, and then next, and here you have to write like response any type, and after that this dot all videos, we are going to append those videos. So here dot this dot all videos, and then dot response dot content, and this dot filtered videos, and this dot filtered videos, and then dot and response dot content. And after that this dot current page is equals to response dot number, and this dot hash more videos, this dot current page, and this dot total pages, and -1, and this dot loading more, we have to uh, loading more, this one we have to set as false. And then we have to show the error. So over here after this one put comma, and then error, and over here error, and then this dot notification service dot error failed to load more videos, and this dot loading more is set to false, and then just put semicolon over here, and our load videos part is also completed. Now we have to write the logics related to on search. So on search, then this dot search subject, and then dot next we are going to pass that, and this dot search query, whatever we have the values we have to just pass it over here. And so whenever this one is debounce is triggered, so this is called over here. And after that we have to write the logic related to perform search. Okay, so there's a spelling mistake here, you can see PER, perform search. This we have to call, and I think we also calling this method somewhere. Okay, yeah, over here inside this one search initialize, right? So just paste it over here, so just fix it and get back to the same method again. And in this one we are going to write the logic related to the like save current scroll positions and all those things, and call the method to load the page. So this dot save scroll position is equal to window dot page y offset, and then document element dot scroll top, and this dot current page is equals to 0, and this dot load videos. And then we have to write the logics related to clear the search. So clear search, and this dot search query, and this dot current page is equals to 0, and this dot saved position scroll position is equals to 0, and this dot load videos we have to call this method and save this. So clear search is also completed. Now we have to write is in watch list. Okay, so here video type any, and it will return a boolean type, and so it will check, okay, this video dot is in watch list is set to true, then it will return true, else it will false. So that's the variable, that's the check, we are just adding it. And then we have to write the logics related to like toggle the uh, or remove the from my favorites or favorites, and internally we call it as a watch list inside the service layer or the backend API, but in UI we are showing my favorites, or so both the name my watch list and my favorites are same, you can say. Okay, so toggle watch list, and here video any, and then event question mark event, and curly bracket, then if event, then event dot stop propagate. And after that let me scroll a bit over here, and then we have to const video id is equals to video dot id not, and then semicolon, and const is in list, and this dot is in watch list, and then we have this video and put semicolon, and if is in list, then we have to remove from the list, and if not, then we have to add it. Okay, so video dot is in watch list, and then false. After that here like this dot watch list service dot remove from watch list, and then we have to pass the video ID, and then we have to subscribe, and then next, and we are not expecting any response or like that, we are going to just show the message. So this dot notification or notification dot success, and over here remove from my favorites. So this is the message we want to show to the user, and after that the next comma error if any error occur in that case, so error, and then we have to write video dot is in watch list, and we have to set to true, and this dot notification error handler, we have to call that one, and dot handle, and then we have to pass the error, and then we have to add a message that failed to remove from my favorite hits, and please try again. So this is the message we want to show to the user, and let's put semicolon over here. And after this if condition, the next one else condition we have to add else, and video dot is in watch list and is set to true, and then this dot watch list. Okay, the logic related to this will be the same like this one, so I'm just going to copy paste it from here and paste it over here. Let me format this one and let me change as per this one here. First we need to call the add to watch list, and this is set to true, and then we have to show the here the message added to my favorites, and then error, and here we have to fail to add to my list and also here we have to set to false, and then save this. And after that few more methods we have to create it over here, which is get poster, so poster URL, and video any type, and then we have return this dot media service dot get media URL, and here video comma image comma, and then we have to pass that use cache, right? That's it, set to true. And after this we are going to pass the blank one, which is not something, and after that the next method, which is play video, so play video, and then video dot any, and this dot dialog services dot open video player we have, right? So we have to call that method, so open the video player, so copy like this, and then the last method, which is format duration, and then we have to pass the seconds, and could be number or undefined, and it should return a string type, and over here it will return this dot util service dot formatted unit, and this will be the seconds we have to pass over here. So now let's verify the code is correct or not. So basically one smaller thing we have missed inside this load videos. So let's say whenever loading is set to true, after that once we got the API call, then we have to also set to the false, right? So this you have to just fix it. So loading, this dot loading is set to false. So this change you have to do it only, and our TS file code changes is completed. Let's see the CSS. Okay, CSS already we have added it earlier. Now we have to write the logic related to HTML, but before that let's test it, like we are able to call the API or not. So you can see we are at admin. Now if we want to switch to the user, we can switch to the user. Open the inspect mode, open the network tab, refresh this. It should call at least two APIs. One is related to this featured one, and one is related to pagination. You can see we got the 5 records, and we can see the we get the content information. It means that the API call is working as expected. Now get back to the VS Code and go to the HTML part of this one, and now we have to write the logic related to HTML. After app header, here we have to add section, class, banner, slider. So we are implementing the slider, so it will be get the 5 videos from backend, and then we have to show the posters and all those things. So for that we are writing the code. So nj if not featured loading, then we have to show this and featured videos dot length is greater than 0, then only it will show this one. Then close this. Then div class slider container, then close this. Then div class and slides, and then close this one. And then we have to create a div class and then slide, and this is the slide we have to, and in this one we have to add for loop to show all. So let video of featured videos dot let semicolon, then let I is equals to index, and then we have to pass this class dot active is equals to double quotes, and then we have I is equals to current slide index, and then close this. Then we have to show the image banner. Let me decrease the size of this one because we don't have to write any else. We have to write the code. And image class banner bg, then source, and here we have to get poster URL, and then we have to pass the video and alt. If we have to show alt video, not inside this one, it should be alt, then equals, then here we have to write video dot title, then close this. And after image, we have to create a div class banner overlay and overlay, and close this. And after this div, we don't have to write anything inside the particular div. They have to create a next div class banner content, and then close this one. Then h2, inside this h2 class we have to write banner title, and inside this h2 we have to write video dot title. And after that, here we have to write p class banner description, so banner description, and then close this one, and video dot description or watch now, and close this one. And after this we have to also show a play button. So after this one we have to just create a div, so div class banner actions, and close this one. And then we have to add a button class play btn, and then on click, not over here, on click we have to call a method, so play video, and we have to pass the video which we want to play over here. And after that, here we have to show the mat icon, so mat icon play underscore arrow, and then we have to show a text which is play text, play over here. And then this particular div slides, we are completed with the slides part. And so outside of this particular div, which is close over here, and over here we have to write the logic to navigate from like slide, right? We have to slide from one to other, right? So that logic we have to write, so button class and slider dash niv and preview, and then we have to write click, on click event we have to preview, slide we have to call, and over here star ng if And then we have featured videos dot length is greater than 1, close this, and then mat icon wrong left, we have to write like this. And we are going to just copy paste this particular 3 lines over here, and we'll just do some minor changes in it. So the slide name will be the same, and preview we have to just change to next. Then here also remove this part and just write next, and the feature dot this length will be the same, and here we have to just change left to right. And after this navigation arrows, these two are the navigation arrows, right? After this we have to write create one more div. So div class slider indicators, so indicators, and then star ng if, and featured videos dot length is greater than 1. Then after that we have to show the buttons, so button star ng 4, and let video of featured videos, and then we have to show let index, basically which index which is visible or there. Right after that class, and then indicator, and then we have to pass the class that should be highlighted, so class dot active, and here we have to write I is equals to current slide, and on click we have to go to that particular slide, right? So here we have to write go to slide, this is the method we have, slide, and we have to pass the whatever the one, and after that ttr dot arial dot dash label, and here we have to in single quotes go to slide and put a space. Okay, single quotes should be closed after this, and then plus I plus 1, and after this we have to just close this. Okay, over here we can also close this particular button and press enter, so our button is also ready. So our like side panel or whatever where we showing, right, the banners and all those things is ready now. So now let's test the UI. So let's go to the browser. My backend services was not running, so I've just started it and switched to the user view, and here I'm able to see it, right? So we'll wait for 5 seconds. See, automatically it's changed to the next one. If I click on any one of them, you can see I'm able to move to the other one, right? And if I try to change it, I'm able to do it. Even go back, I can see it's switching, right? And if I click on play button, I'm also able to see this particular player is also open now, and you can see the name, description, and everything is working as expected. So let's go to the VS Code back to over here, and here just need to fix a small change. Here we have added a dot, so just remove it, and dash will work fine. Okay, and after that the section, we have to go outside of this section. This section is completed. Outside of this section we have to create a loader. So here we have to write div class and banner loading, and star ng if feature loading, and okay, so mat a spinner diameter 60, and then we have to close this one. And this div, after this div, the next section which will be used to search one. So here div class and a search section, and after that div class search container, and then close this. Then mat form field and appearance outline, and then we have class search dash input, and just close this one. Then we have to show a icon, so mat icon and mat prefix, and close this and search. And after that we have to create the input field, so input mat input, and then we have placeholder, so search videos, and then we have a search ng model, which will be to two-way binding we are going to use, and here search query, and after that on key enter we have to call the method, so key up dot enter, and then we have to call the method on search, this particular one, and on input then also we are going to call a method which is on search one, we have to call, and then close this one input field. After that we also need to add a input button, not input button, basically to clear the input button, so mat icon button mat suffix and star ng if and search query, this one, and then we have to click and clear search method we have to call, and then close this one, and inside this one we have to add mat icon close and close over here. And after that the search section is also completed, so this is the search section we have, this completes over here. So outside of this we have to add a progress bar, so mat dash progress bar and star ng if loading and mode indeterminate, and then class loading bar, and then close this one. After that we have to show the, like, whenever we see the error, right, so error states you want to show over here, so here like dev star ng if error and not loading, and then class error container and close this, and then mat icon class error dash icon, and then error underscore outline, and this mat icon p, and here filled to load videos, and please try again later. And after this one we have to show a button, so button mat raised button color primary, and on click we have to call a method which is load videos, and mat icon refresh, and then we have to show the retry button, so retry over here. And the loading section is also like whenever errors occur, so we are going to show this one container. So after that we have to actually write the code now related to video content, which is the cards basically. And so light here create like dev class, and here content section and star ng if and not loading and not error, then we are going to get inside this one, and inside this one we are going to create a section class video dash section, and star ng if filtered, not this one, filtered we have videos, or that one we have to call filter videos dot length is greater than 0. In that case we will show this. And then we have h3 class section title, and close this one, and then we have to okay, let me close this one also, search query, and then we have to change like search results or all videos. So if user search it, right, after that we have to show the search result text, and if all the videos are loaded, then we have to show all the videos. And after that, div class and video dash grid, then close this one, and div class video card, and then we have to use ng for loop, and let video of filtered videos, and then close this one. Inside video card, we have to create a div class, and in this one card thumbnail nail, and then on click we have to play the video, so play video, and we have to pass the particular video that if you want to play, and then close this one. Then image img src, and then get poster method which we have created, and there we are going to pass the video object, and after that alt here outside of this equals, and video dot title, and then we have class here thumbnail, and image here we have to pass image, and close this. Then we have to create a div class uh, thumbnail overlay, and just close this one, and then we have to add here matte icon, and it should be have class play icon, and over here play underscore circle, and after that outside of this thumbnail overlay we have to create a div, so div class and duration batch, and then star ng if video dot duration, and close this one, and then we have to call a method which is format duration, and then we have video dot duration, this we are going to pass to the user. Then our this card thumbnail which is completed, outside of this we have to write the logic now, and inside this video card we have to write the logic. So here we are going to create a div class and card content, and then close this one, and then div class card header, and close this one, and then h3 class card dash title, and after that here we have to right click play video method we have to call, and this we have to pass video, and then we have to close this one, and over here video dot, not this one, video dot title, and then close this. After that we have to add a button for this, so let's write the code related to it. So button matte icon button, and then class watch later icon, and on click click, it will call it toggle one, which is to switch from my favorite to remove from favorite. So that one. So watch list video we have to pass, and then we have to pass the event. So dollar event, and then we have to pass class dot active, and then we have to call a method which is in watch list, and then we have to pass the video object, and then we also need to show the tooltip. So mat tool tip, and is in watching list, and in this one we are going to pass the video, and after that question mark. If it is in, then we have to add favorite, or we have to add it favorite border underscore border. Then we have to close this. Okay, it should be not be inside this one, it's my bad. Over here basically we have to show the text, right? So it should be for icon, not this one. So just remove this please, single quotes, and here we have to add like remove from my favorites, and over here we have to add like add to my favorites and single quotes, then close this one. Then we have to add the code related to mat icon. So mat dash icon, close this one, move this and in the next line, and over here we have to write that logic again, which is to show the icon. So it is in watch list, and then we have to call the video, and after that here question mark, then we have to write favorites rates, and or favorites underscore border, and then this div card header is also completed. Let me format this one and save this, and okay, there is some kind of, okay, here we have added 0, here just changes to O video, and then see we have still error. Okay, video duration. So over here if you see, right, we have just missing. So here just add video duration, save this, and now we don't have any error. Now the next part we are going to write is to related to description of video. So outside of this card header we have to write it. So over here inside the card content and outside of card header, then P class and card description, and here description, and then we have closed this one, and over here we are going to show video dot description, and or if not exists, then no description we are going to show over here description, and then close this one and put close this, and after that we have to create a next div class and card meta, and close this one, and inside this one basically we are going to write show the information related to video, which is on which particular year, rating, as well as categories. So let's add over here the code, and div class and meta item and star ng if video dot year exist, and then we have to show mat icon and calendar underscore today, and then we have to use span, and here we have to just print video dot year and just close this one, and after that we have to just copy paste this particular div and paste inside the card meta one, paste it over here. Let me format this, meta item, and here we have to write video dot rating, and here we have to change the icon to star, so star, and then we have to write here rating, and then we have to copy paste again the same method which is over here, and again format this, format document and meta item, and here we have video dot category grease, and video dot categories, it should be length should be greater than 0, and here we have to show the category icon, so category icon, and over here we have to show the categories, and also we have to join, and we have to show the comma separated, so comma and single quotes and comma, and then put a space over here, and like this. Let's format this one and save this. So our card metadata part is also completed, and I think outside of this one, let me scroll a little bit. So outside of this video grid, right, we have this video grid. Outside of this one we have to write the logic, so and it should be inside the section but outside of this one. So here we have to write div class and load more container, and then div class loading more, and star ng if loading more, and then close this one, and after that mat spinner, and then we have diameter 40, and then close this one, and after that here we have to put a paragraph that loading more videos dot dot dot, and this div is created, and inside the div we also need to show like div class end of content, and star ng if and not loading more this one, and not hash more videos, and filtered videos or dot length should be greater than 0, and then we have to show this one, and mat icon, then we don't have anything to show, so that's why this one check circle, and we're going to show a message that you have reached to the end of it, so you have reached the end, no more videos to load, and then after this, and after that, outside of this particular section where it closed, we have to create a div which is like whenever it is empty then we have to use it, so ngif and filtered videos dot length is equals to 0, and after that, it should be, and should be in double quotes, and uh, let me, and here not search query, and then we have to class then empty state, and then close this one, and then mat icon and class empty icon, and then we have this video library, and here we have to show h2 no videos available yet, and then we want to show please please or check back later for new content, and after this particular div we also need to create one more div, like whenever there's a no search result is there, then we are going to show this div, so it's div star ng if and filtered videos dot length is equals to 0, and search query should contain some value, and then class empty state, and then close this one, and the mat icon class empty icon, and then close this one, and okay, double quotes, first close and then close this, and search underscore off. And after that, here we have to show h2 no results found, and then we can write a paragraph, try adjusting your search terms, and then we have to put a button mat raised button, and color should be primary, and on click clear search, we have to call this method so that user can clear all the filters which is applied and he can see that. So clear, and then we have text which is clear search, so clear search, and this is like related to empty state. So we have done with this HTML code. So let's verify the code once. So while checking, I have noticed that one icon that need to be fixed. I think we have to go a little bit down over here, right? The icon you see inside the card, we are showing the icons, right? So is watch list. So here we have to just change to the favorite, and here we also need to change to favorite underscore border. It will work, but it might be show some different icons. So I just want to align with the whatever the quick code video, so that's why I have changed it. Let's go to the UI, let's test it out. So this we already tested it, so scroll down, and here you can see I'm able to see the records, and at the bottom I'm also able to see the message. And let's click on this one, add to my favorite. If I click on it, remove from my favorite. So let's click on it, let's refresh this page, and let's see if we are able to see the icon. You can see it's already filled with the, because we have added to my list. Let's try to search something like neon, something like that. You can see, right? Okay, it should okay, neon, and it's not able to search, is failed to load the videos. So I tried to debug this issue, and it's not a front-end issue, it's a backend. We have to fix a small change. So let's go to the IntelliJ, and over here if I go to the inside the DAO, then we have a video repository, right? Inside this one, we have a method which is search published video. Over here we have string trim, right? So basically we have to write this part of the code inside at that particular place. So here, instead of this, we have to just remove this one, and we have to paste this one and save this. And here we have to write it will basically get the search, and then it can use it. Okay, so just restart this backend services, and then we'll go to the UI, and then we're going to try to search it. It will work fine. So let's wait for a few seconds to start the backend services. So our backend services is also started. Here you can see started at port 8080. So let's go to the UI. Let's try to just delete n and add again n. And here you can see I am able to see the record. So it means that filter is working as expected now. Now I'm going to add it. You can see no result found. So I'm getting this message. So it means if I click on this one, I'm able to see this all record. So other features are also working fine now, and so this is all about home page. I hope you guys like this video, so please hit like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.